Hello, this is Mrs. Grosland. This is the second video in a series, hopefully it's the second and last video, on how to do your slides for your endangered species project. You remember last video we made this title slide for the first slide in my presentation. And after that, I'm going to start working on putting my research into my slides. Now, some people like to find the answers to these one by one and then put them on a slide. Some people might like to print this list off and then kind of read through the different resources and see what they find. Some people might print this off and write the information right behind each of these things. Some people will find the information and type it right on the slide. And yet some other people might just write it down in a notebook somewhere. So different people do things differently. If you're doing a big research project in Mr. Foster's class, he might have you do little 3x5 note cards, kind of look like recipe cards. So there's all different ways of finding the information. Taking a look here, these are all the things that have to be in your presentation. And notice the first two is common name and scientific name. If we look back at my first slide, beluga whale is the common name. If I wanted to, I could put the scientific name right next to it up here or underneath it down here and include that on the same slide. Or I could put it on another separate slide. So there's a lot of different things here. It doesn't matter what order you put them in your slides. There's no minimum or maximum number of slides. You probably don't want to put a whole bunch of facts that don't relate to each other all on the same slide. Some of them are going to kind of go naturally together, like predators and prey. Maybe you could put both of those on the same slide. Or there's some questions about diet. You could put all the food-related things on one page, all the size on one page. So it doesn't really matter how many facts you have per slide. I can't say that enough because kids often ask me, how many slides do I have to have? What has to go on each slide? That's totally up to you. You want to find a balance of pictures and information on slides so that it's not too overwhelming. And I think you'll know when you have too many facts on a slide. All right, so let's go back to my slides. And here I just have one slide. How do I get a new slide? Well, I can come over here and I can click on Insert. Is one way of doing it. New slide, right there. Okay. Another thing you can do is on your mouse pad, you can right click and you can come up with that same list. You can do a new slide. Let's say you have a background that you really like, you can duplicate the slide. So I'm just going to show you how that works. I'm going to right click on this and then I'm going to duplicate my slide. So see, I have two of the same thing. That works really well if you want to do two slides with the same background. Now, clearly I don't want to have two title slides, so I can get rid of this two ways. I can right click and I can cut it. Sometimes there's this thing that says delete slide. I don't see delete slide here. Another thing, this is my favorite part, is this little back arrow key. This undoes whatever you just did. So I'm going to undo that. And if I click it some more, it's going to get rid of those other slides. All right, this is kind of the standard slide that pops up for you. And this might work for you. It's kind of the same as I did for the title. So you could put, like, say we're doing the slide on diet. We could put diet here. And you remember, same thing as the title page. You can have it centered if you want by clicking the center thing or to the right. Or there are other layouts that you can do too. So if you look at slide, so when I look at slide, I have several options. I'm just going to go down through these. We talked about duplicating it. Here's the delete slide if you want to just start over. Skip the slide. Changing the background. That's kind of a fun one. So you could change the color. So right now it's just set at white. But maybe I want to use that blue background. And down here it keeps track of the colors that you've used already. So I think this was the color maybe I used on the first one. Not sure. Okay, and then I'm going to click done because I'm done with that. And if I didn't like that, I could go back and try it again. So again, I'm going up here to slide, apply layout. The way it is laid out is the style of how you're going to put your information in there. This is kind of a common one. A title and 2 columns, okay? Or this one just has 2 sides, side by sides. I'm going to click on this one because I can still keep the diet here. And I can add text over here. I can add text over here. I could put a picture over here. Maybe I want to put a picture of some of the foods over here. And then over here, I want to tell that if it's a carnivore, an omnivore, an herbivore, and then I can tell what kind of things it likes to eat and maybe have a picture over here. Now, on that title page, remember I had this whole box thing around it? You can do that here, okay? So that's your text box. And then over here is the border. So right now it's set up for the color of the borders is clear. I can make those lines a little darker like I did before. Do you remember that? Okay. I can change the background of that little box. Maybe I want to change it to yellow. I'm not sure how I feel about that. And see how those lines are showed up. So look, I just happened to randomly click over here and I got another text box. I do not want that. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so then down here, maybe you want to change the background here. Maybe I want to change the background here. Again, this little bucket of paint is where I want to go, and I'm going to change it to this orange color. Voila. Well, maybe I don't like that color. Maybe I want to do this pinkish color. I think I like that orange better. So you could just randomly, and again, remember how it kind of keeps track of the colors that you use down here. And then you can type on here. If you wanted to make the box bigger, you can drag it to be bigger. This, maybe you want a smaller picture over here. Again, you can make it wider like that and have a smaller picture. If you remember that animal adaptation slide that we made, I had a box over here for you to type in. And then I had a box over here, and then I had a picture in the middle. So you could just insert the picture and put it in here, or if you wanted to do typing, if you wanted another box, you could add another text box. So you're inserting a text box, and then wherever you click is where that text box is going to show up. I don't know if you can see my little plus sign here. So right here, and now you're thinking, oh, that's totally the wrong shape. Again, remember, you can make things smaller like this. I can drag this down, make it taller, and then I can drag the whole box and move it anywhere I want around my slide. Again, if it's not where I want it to go, I can drag it someplace else, and if that's annoying, remember you've got this undo button over here, and if you undo the wrong thing, you can redo it over here. So play around with your slides and see what looks good. Play around with the colors, and then on another lesson we'll talk about what it looks like when you present it. There are things that you can do where they're called animations or transitions, and you can make words kind of move across the screen as you're going through your slides. We'll also talk about how you add a video clip if you want to do that too. All right, have fun, be creative, enjoy yourself.